I've realized something recently. I don't know, maybe my other fellow Ghanaians watching me would also get it. Now, like it's like the food we get from on the market. It doesn't take long and it gets spoiled. So let's say you can have like tomatoes, you can have like carrots, you can have like other form of vegetables. Would the coffee market for the bar farm like from your house na and check once I say
Rotten.
yes. Like can you let us know what the main issue is when it comes to that? It's a beautiful brand new day, and welcome back to another exciting farming week in Ghana. If it is the first time seeing me, my name is Charles, and on this channel we talk about farming here in Africa. Today I'm here to visit Wellborn Farms. That's the name of the farm, Wellborn Farms. It's a very big farm here. I don't know the hectares or maybe the acres we have here. They are mainly into vegetable farm, from broccoli to any other vegetable you know of. Just name it, cabbage, lettuce, whatever it is. That's what they are into. I'm here to speak to the seedling manager to take us through what they do here on Wellborn Farm, so we get to learn about it. If you're interested in getting vegetables, to learn more about vegetable farming, this video is for you. Before we get into the video, make sure you like, comment, share and subscribe. Share this video so other people can get to learn some of these inspiring stories on how best to start their own farm and also to go about some of these things. And also like this video so YouTube get to promote to other people, and subscribe to the channel so we grow. The goal is to hit 20,000 before this year ends, so please make sure you hit the like red button to subscribe and be part of this amazing family. All right, let's get right into the video. Okay, so I'm here with Gideon, the nursery manager of Wellborn Farms. We're here to look at how the journey started, how he began, what he normally does here on the farm, and how he got himself into agriculture here in Ghana. So yes, Gideon, please can you introduce yourself to my viewers?
Okay. This is Gideon Atumensa. People call me Gideon.
Okay.
But greetings to everyone watching me now.
Sure. So here, say the name of the farm is Wellborn Farms.
Yes.
Okay. So here at the Wellborn Farms, what mainly do you guys are you guys into?
We are into vegetables. Vegetables like broccoli,
Okay.
cauliflower, watermelon, sweet corn, and many more. Carrot too, some.
Okay. And like that, so that's the main thing you guys do here for now.
Yeah.
Sure. So let's get to know you a bit before we get into the whole farm to look at what you guys do and stuff. So as Gideon, before you coming into agriculture and stuff, who was Gideon back then? How would you describe yourself back then?
Oh, okay. I started the farming with my dad.
Okay.
That's occupation for my dad. Farming is an occupation for my dad. I started with him, so I had a background experience.
Okay, and when was this? Starting with him, when was this?
That from 10 years coming, I used to farm with my dad. And so I got passion in farming.
Okay.
As I got the passion, I also had a chance to study with University of Ghana in all their agric centers. They have 3 agric centers.
Okay.
I had chance to study over there.
So like your students there too?
Yes, and now I have the same chance to study there again.
Okay.
So from childhood to adulthood, all is in agric centers.
Sure. So let's look at schooling before maybe University of Ghana. Like your primary JHS time, where did you school at?
Oh, I'm from Eguafu. That's a town in district of KE.
Okay, where's that? Western region?
Central
region, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm from there. So I began everything there.
Okay, so your dad's farm was around that side?
Yeah.
Okay.
We are in Eguafu.
Sure. Then high school, where did you
High
go?
school we go for.
The same. Okay.
Yeah. But from primary to JHS, I went to Kasua. And then I also returned back to village, completed that village, and forward to secondary school in the same village.
Sure.
So from there, then I got chance to come into the city for tertiary level.
Okay. So at SHS, did you learn anything agriculture?
Oh, that one I did business.
Okay.
And so as I got chance to tertiary in agriculture way, then I tied the business to agri, then it became agribusiness.
So I tag the business to agri. No, because so let me know. You see, normally some of us are growing up. We are looking at the big dreams, like you want to be a doctor, you want to be a all the pilots, all of those things. Do you get it?
Yeah.
Growing up, what was the vision like, and like how did it all divert? I know your dad inspired you to get into farming, but like how did that all shape for you to like?
Okay. I planned to become a bank manager.
Okay.
That was then.
Yeah,
as you were saying.
Yeah.
But as I was growing, I got a passion in farming. So the passion built me to study more in agriculture sector. Okay. So I always find or do research on how to study crop, how the crop will grow better when the crop starts growing, rooting, from rooting to maybe harvesting or those things. I like studying it. So that also helped me to venture into agriculture.
So SS business, the SS is like a point where you've kind of, even though you don't necessarily know what you want to do in the future, it's like, okay, you want to decide which area you want to like go into.
Yeah.
So because you wanted to be a bank manager, you decided, okay, let me go into do business.
Yes.
Okay. Then after tertiary, after high school, you were like, now you are developing interest in agric. And you went to University of Ghana to do agriculture.
Yes.
Okay. So agriculture, which particular course in University of Ghana do you do?
I did vegetable and forest crops.
Okay. Because I have friends who did agric. I also went to University of Ghana.
Oh, okay.
He also went to University of Ghana.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. That's what I'm asking.
Then we are colleagues.
Oh, yeah. Sure. So, yeah, nice. So, now let's look at. So, after University of Ghana, then you came here, or like, how was it like?
Yeah, I proceed on. Like, I didn't stop or give up in farming. Okay. I keep on continuing. Like, if I want to know something or something new about a crop,
yeah,
I try to find wherever the crop is growing, then follow the roots.
Okay.
So if I go there, maybe I can spend months or maybe days to study how they started their things.
Sure.
So it also built me to move on. So after then I got a chance to come here. When I came to, I think things were moving on. And we are also moving on now.
Sharp. So looking at the journey, so far, how long have you been doing this?
In agriculture as well?
Yeah.
Okay, let's say in 2 years.
2 years.
Yeah.
And how has it been this 2 years in agriculture?
Okay. Now I want to specialize in agriculture.
Okay.
So I'm on specialization.
And which field are you specializing in?
Vegetables. So I think where I'm passing, I'm also building myself up.
Okay. And why vegetables? You could have done crop farming, animal farming, you could have done any other farming, but why you decide maybe vegetables is what you want to go into?
We will do all, but you see, vegetable is like quick money. And when you start vegetable within a season, let's say a season, you will harvest and get your money back.
Okay.
And so I like that one for the starting.
Sure. Are you saying quick money in the sense that it doesn't take long for like it to, from germination to maturity time that you harvest, or how?
Yeah, it's a seasonal crop. So within 4 months to 5 months, you can harvest your crop there.
You sell and make your money?
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's a quick business.
Sure. So let's say maybe the form of the vegetable farming you do is like it's a very profitable venture that someone is watching us, you can advise the person to get into.
Oh yeah. If you want to go into vegetable farming, it's best. Because when you start it better, I think within possible short of time, you will see your income or your output.
Okay.
Although things are costing now, we can't afford things or agriculture input, but when you start it better,
it helps. So if someone is watching us and want to go into vegetable farming, which ones would you advise the person to start with?
Okay, in Ghana here, or in this country,
Yeah.
we have profitable crops like okra, pepper, and tomatoes. And people are interested in this vegetable. So if you are an investor or any person who want to go into vegetable farming, I recommend okra, pepper, or maybe tomatoes for you. It helps.
It helps. And are they difficult to grow, these things?
Yeah. If you have the experience, it's not difficult. Okay. But if you don't have, it's difficult. So if you want to invest and get your money back, look for a professional person.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because sometimes the professors even do mistake and fail. So if you don't look for a professional, I think you will be end up by failing and losing money in the business that you are doing.
Sure. So now let's look at this farm. The name of the farm again?
Wellborn.
Wellborn Farms. Do you know how it came about? Who the individuals, who the owners are, like how this whole setup begin?
Okay, it has started years ago. Let's say 6 years before. And they started. I think they started by forest crops.
What do you mean by forest crops?
Yeah, cocoa is a forest crop, mango is a forest crop because it grow big before it starts fruiting.
Sure.
So he started with that one, but he didn't do well. And he changed his mind back to vegetables.
Okay.
So he started with the sweet corn. And now bringing the exotic product to see that maybe he can also build it and become best in Ghana here.
Sure. So what are some of the exotic ones?
We have broccoli, cauliflower,
okay.
Green cabbage, red cabbage.
Hey, red cabbage?
Yeah.
Interesting. You have red cabbage here?
Yeah.
Oh, don't worry, you show you guys red cabbage. This is my first time hearing red cabbage. Is it like red cabbage or like...
It's not all that red, but the name is red cabbage. Yeah.
Okay. But so have a look at that in the other video, because if you guys see the farm we are here, like, so how do you know the, I would say hectors, because here is very big. How big is this place?
Me, myself, I can't count it. Or I can't mention that.
Yeah, it's very huge.
Yeah,
I'll show you guys so you check it out. It's a very huge place. Okay. And the owner to, like, is it like a single individual? What's his name?
He's called Professor Nola Clifton.
Okay.
Yeah, he's US Ghana based man. So.
Sure. Maybe so. He's not in Ghana now, right?
He's here.
Yeah. Maybe one of these days we'll try and get to speak with him.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so you can just let him know. We'll just bring him on the channel to also share his knowledge with us. Because there are people in the diaspora watching us who want to also start something similar.
Okay.
He has that expertise, so he can also share some of those knowledge with us. So we can all get to learn how he went about it and how it has gotten to at this point in time.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So being a vegetable farmer over here, what do you think is one of the main challenges that you have farming vegetables? Which is really the type of vegetables you have here, the exotic ones and the watermelons and stuff. What are the main challenges over here on the farm?
The challenge is the water. If you don't have good irrigation system, you can't survive.
Sure.
We are now heading to dry season. So we are facing a lot of irrigation challenge.
Okay.
Although we have the equipment, but if you didn't set up it well, you end up by losing your years.
So this pump, not to cut you short, this one here, does it dry up?
Yeah, it dries. It dries.
Because it seems a lot too.
And you see, we use clean water to water the vegetable.
Okay.
But I think this one is dated. That's why right now we don't use it.
Okay.
And so we want it to drain off, then we pump another water inside.
So you pump water into this rather?
Yeah.
I thought the water gathers here, rather pump it from here onto the farm.
We pump it. We have a river source here.
Okay.
So we take the water from here, come here.
Okay. It makes sense. Okay, so you can consider the challenges aside the water.
Okay. Another challenge is the disease control.
Okay.
Because if you don't take time to control your disease, you can't get them away. We have a particular time to control disease, maybe like armyworm or insect. But this time you can't see armyworm on the vegetable.
As in the sunny time or like
Yes,
the weather?
The sunny time.
Okay.
They don't come. They come early in the morning and late evening. So you target that time to deal with or to spray the crop.
Okay.
When they are coming to feed and they hear the scent of the chemical, then they get out.
Aren't these chemicals like harmful on the food? Doesn't have any effect on the food that we eat as human beings?
Okay, we have systemic and contact chemicals that we use. So sometimes it's advisable for farmer to use systemic chemical beginning from the crop to maybe flowering stage.
Okay.
But when you get to the fruiting stage, then we use contact.
Okay.
The contact doesn't stay long in the crop, but the systemic stay long.
Okay.
So the contact, when you use it, maybe after you harvest, then you use. After you harvest, then you use. You don't use before you harvest.
Okay.
After harvest, then you use.
I've realized something recently. I don't know, maybe my other fellow Ghanaians watching me would also get it. Now, like, it's like the food we get from on the market. It doesn't take long and it gets spoiled. So let's say you can have like tomatoes, you can have like carrots, you can have like other form of vegetables. Would go to market for the bar farm like from your house na and check once and I say
Rotten.
yes. Like, can you let us know what the main issue is when it comes to that?
Sometimes it's too much chemical and even fertilizer application.
Okay.
That's why it's good for every farmer to maybe take a measurement of your agriculture practice. If you want to fertigate, take a measurement. If you want to do weedicide application or even insecticide application, you take a measurement. You know the right chemical or the amount of the chemical you want to use on your crop.
Okay.
But if you overdose it, it will grow anyhow.
Because I don't know. Of late, I realize that thing. You go to the market, you go and buy vegetables and other things. When you bring it 2-3 days, then they've all gone bad. I like first you could take a longer period of time before you get, but now it's like in no time.
But we did a research on inorganic then organic.
Okay.
We can put the organic tomato, the one we planted in soilless media. That's the manual.
Yeah.
It took a longer time to rot.
Okay.
Than the one we applied with fertilizer and those things. So the observation I got is maybe too much
chemicals and stuff,
or maybe fertilizer application that leads to those things.
Okay. You will go more into that when you look at the various type of vegetables you do here. We try and learn some of the things that we need to know.
Okay.
So those watching us who are interested in starting, maybe someone is doing some small home gardening or something like that, so we can also get some few tips to also get to learn about.
Okay.
So let me know, do you believe that like farming is the future, like the way the world is going? Do you believe like farming is a next thing now?
Oh yeah, we already know that the farming is the backbone of the country.
Yeah.
Every economy.
Yeah.
But my observation is that now you see we can't buy input. It's the same thing. A time will come, we can't buy the food.
Okay. Even now, so we can't even buy the food. Things are very expensive now.
So a time will come, a poor man cannot farm. Let's say a person who don't have money cannot farm. Not necessarily a poor man, but if you don't have money in your pocket,
because it will cost more for you to like.
Right now, some of the chemicals are heading to 100 cedis. It's too cost. How can maybe ordinary person can afford this thing?
Yeah.
So the same thing that if the time comes, we cannot buy the food, and if you can't buy the food, maybe hunger will catch us, then we die.
Yeah.
Or we pass through stress that we can't even stand.
Sure.
So I really know that farming or maybe food is coming to be an expensive thing ahead of us. So when everyone watching me, maybe if not even in large quantity or garden, it can help. And if you don't have money to buy, you can go uproot or maybe harvest, then you consume it yourself.
Yeah. Yeah, I believe in that very much. Like, in your own house, have a garden there. You can grow some tomatoes, some small things, and those. Because now it's like I don't really believe those ones you buy on the market. Because imagine if you buy things and it doesn't keep long and it gets spots. So those things you are consuming, you have to know the effect it has on your body. Because once there are chemicals infested in them, and that it also have an impact on you when you eat it.
Sure.
Do you get it? So it's like now I'm very keen on people having like their own vegetable, like a farm, small farm. It don't necessarily have to be big. Your backyard, you just grow some 1 or 2 things there. If you need it, you just go and plug it and consume.
And most of them too are also going into organic.
I see most people to do the organic because like they're inorganic because they said that one is more faster. The organic it takes longer time.
Yeah, you want to make profit.
You see, that's the thing. But the organic is the best way.
Yeah.
If you need an actual like a good crop for yourself.
Sure.
But if you look at the business side, it means
inorganic.
Anyway. So for those watching us, if there's any advice, because now we have colleagues, we have other people like us who are keenly looking for jobs to do. Like things are hard, unemployment is like crazy now. If there's any advice we give to our fellow colleagues, those watching us, what would that be?
Okay. I got passion in farming before I started. Maybe someone who don't have passion in it, you can build it. Everything is gradual.
Yeah.
So if there is unemployment, you can't even make something out of maybe what you have acquired. Try your best. You can get a piece of land. Don't start big. Maybe backyard garden. You can read there, start land preparation. You nest your seed. If you can even do direct planting, you do. All is maintenance and attention. If you maintain it and you give attention to it, at the end of the day, you won't lose it. And it will even help you to save something because the money you are going to spend on money, you can keep it.
You can keep it, yeah.
Then harvest the one you have, then you consume it yourself. So I'm urging everybody, or even most of the youth, to venture into agriculture. It can help. You can also make something. Then at the end of the day, we can reduce the unemployment rate in the economy.
Sure. And for the government watching us, so you see now, there's a lot of pressure on the Ministry of Agri. They even went to buy farm produce to come and sell themselves and stuff.
Yeah.
If there's any advice you'd want to give them, if anything you have in your heart that you want the government to like do to help, because you are into the agri, you know the challenges you face and some of the solutions. Maybe the other countries might be doing better that we are not doing, because agriculture is the backbone of like almost every economy here in Africa.
Yeah.
So if there's any advice you give to the government, what would that be?
My challenge, or what the farmers' challenge today is the cost of the input is very high. Most of us can't afford it nowadays. So if we can't afford it, we can't grow, and we even consume it ourselves. So if we can't grow and consume it ourselves, that means we can't sell some, they make money.
Yeah.
And so we plead to them to reduce the cost of the input for us. And also if there's an agency which provide maybe gifts or anything to farmers to maybe get up and to do something, they should also provide it to them. All of us cannot get it.
Okay.
So the few who can get, they can make something from it.
Sure.
After their own, to the rest who didn't get some can even enjoy from it.
Yeah.
So we are pleading everyone, including the government, to do something on the cost of the input for us.
Okay. So I think those will wrap up this video. In the second video, we're going to look at the farm. This is a very huge farm. They do a lot of things here. We'll just go try pass over to tour the place, get to pick out something that we can learn. Look at how to grow some of the broccoli and other exotic products you have. Look at nursery of some of these seeds. And get to learn more basically. So yeah, make sure you catch us next week on that particular video, and expect more video from this particular farm, from us. So yeah, that wrap up this video. Make sure you like, comment, share and subscribe. Share this video to other people who can get to learn some of this, get to hear some of these inspiring stories, get to learn some of these things for them to also apply on themselves on their farm or to be inspired to also get involved in farming. All right, I'll see you all in the next one. Peace out.